Okay, let's go.
If I have to describe my Stanix experience in one word, I would say it was intense.
Transformational. Wholesome.
The experience is wild.
Before I joined Stanix, I never imagined I could build a product that could serve as a community for product managers, a safe space for project managers, and business analysts. But here we are. PathPal is going live. Watch this space.
Okay, let's go.
If I have to describe my Stanix experience in one word, I would say it was intense.
Transformational. Wholesome.
The experience is wild.
Before I joined Stanix, I never imagined I could build a product that could serve as a community for product managers, a safe space for project managers, and business analysts. But here we are. PathPal is going live. Watch this space.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever your time zone. Welcome to the official launch of PathPal. I am so excited to have you here. PathPal is a safe space and a community designed for project managers, product managers, business analysts at all stages of your career, whether you're transitioning, whether you're a student, whether you're a beginner, maybe you're already in the field and you're seeking clarity, or maybe you are even an expert. This is a community for you. Again, we are so excited to have you here because today is not just about launching a platform, it's about launching a movement where beginners and experts can learn, share, and grow together. My name is Miriam Serki, and I am one of the IT project managers that built this community under Stanix Bootcamp, and I'm going to be your host for this launch. I tell you, it promises to be fun, insightful, and interactive, okay? It's going to be very engaging. If you are excited to be here, I need to see some emojis in the chat box. Give me your emojis. I want to see fire emojis. I want to see love emojis. Any emoji of your choice, just drop it in the chat box. Yes, I can see Onobanjo fulfillment. Hello, hello, how are you doing? We're so excited to have you here. You can tell us your name, where you're joining us from. Are you joining us from Nigeria? Where in Nigeria? Are you joining us from, the United States? Whatever part of the world you're joining us from, just drop it in the chat box, drop it in the comment section. Again, so excited. We are all really excited to have you in our midst. If you're a recruiter or maybe you're a founder, you're looking for global talents, I tell you, you're in the right place. Before I proceed, alongside me is my brilliant co-host, Onyechi Inolom, who happens to be one of the team lead, the class representative for this just concluded cohort. I will just bring her on stage now. Yay, I can see Oyinda from Canada. So excited to be here. We are so excited to have you. Hello, Oyinye, can you hear me? Hi, Oyinye, can you hear me? Okay, so while we wait for the hosts, again, drop it in the comment section. Where are you joining us from? Fulfillment from Nigeria. So excited to have you here. Let me see if we can bring back up our co-hosts. Okay, Stanix is having some network glitches. So the chat box is open for questions, and you're welcome to drop your questions as we proceed with this session. They're going to be attended to in our Q&A time, the session. I just want to say before we dive in that it's not been easy, working on this project. We've had lots and lots of sleepless nights, brainstorming, 5 solid weeks, guys, 5 solid weeks. If you are a project manager in the house, you're an IT project manager that worked on the PathPal project, I want to see your energy in the chat box. People are dulling me. Give me some energy. Yes, Somto. Nice to have you here from the UK. It is lovely to have you here. Like I said, it's not really been easy working on the PathPal project. As we proceed with this session, we're going to be bringing up a few speakers, a combination of IT project managers, product managers, and they're going to be sharing their experience with us, their experience building PathPal under Stanix supervision. If you are here and you're being confused, you're a beginner, a project manager, business analyst, and you are looking for how to pivot into the IT project manager space, or you're looking for a safe community for business analysts, product managers, you have come to the right place. Okay. Lastly, if you're a founder, you're a recruiter, you're on the lookout for amazing project managers to lead your team, I assure you that staying to the end is definitely going to benefit you, because you are going to be able to spot a few people that you're going to be interested in working on your team, because this is always the case in our launch. And if you are just joining us, welcome again. There are going to be lots of opportunities on this call. Who knows, you might be able to have the opportunity to connect with mentors, recruiters. We have them here, we have them on the call. So I encourage you to comment. I encourage you to make sure your comments are even insightful. And there's also going to be, I want to give you a teaser. There's going to be something juicy for you at the end, towards the end. So it's only when you stay to the end that you're going to see it, right? Okay, so before we dive in, I want to acknowledge Stanix Bootcamp. For a lot of us project manager on here, it's a house, it's a platform where project managers, especially IT project managers, can have the opportunity to start their journey. It was in Stanix that a lot of us gained the skills and the confidence to not only grow individually, but also build something meaningful together, like PathPal. I always say, without Stanix, there is no PathPal, right? So So we have a few amazing speakers joining us today, and they're going to be sharing their journey with us. They're going to be sharing their insights, working on PathPal. They're going to be sharing their experience on how Stanix was for them. And the first speaker I want to bring up here is an amazing, excellent project manager. Her name is Somto Chukwu Efobi. And I really want you guys to look out for whatever it is she's going to be saying, because it can change your life. I kid you not. I kid you not. Let's bring Somto to the stage. Hello, Somto. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm happy to be
How are
here
you doing,
today.
Somto? Oh, it's so
I'm
great to have
fine.
you.
I'm very well, thank you. Um,
All right, so just briefly, I want to go straight to the point. So you just spend a few time here with us, and people can learn a thing or two from you. So I have a few questions for you, and my first question is that, as one of the IT project managers, that I'm curious, as one of the IT project managers that built PathPal, can you briefly tell us what inspired PathPal? You know, what was your role? Like, what role do you think a professional community like PathPal plays in the growth of a project manager, a product manager, and a business analyst? Like, let me take that again. What inspired PathPal, and what role does a professional community like PathPal play in the growth of a product manager, project manager, and a business analyst?
okay, so I'm going to say what inspired Power was the gap we saw for the project managers and product managers and business analysts. Yeah, so we needed to have a safe space where project managers and product managers can connect, learn, and support each other. Yeah, which is not something you find every day, because I know I went through that experience. Yeah, so building PathPal is really a big deal for me. You understand? Because I feel like these communities are very important in your career journey. Yeah. If you don't want to go isolated, or if you don't want to isolate yourself while you're building, you need to have community. You need to go with a community, because when you're going alone, you know the saying, when you go alone, you go fast, but when you go with people, when you go together, you go very far. So I believe that when with PathPal, we have the resources, the mentorship, and then people that understand our struggles, our peers that can help us out. Yeah, as we're growing in our growth journey. And then how Stanix positioned me for this is that, as someone with previous experience or without the previous experience building, yeah, this platform is something I couldn't have done on my own. Yeah, I couldn't have built, because I know when I got previous experiences from theory, yeah, but I didn't have a practical experience. So Stanix has positioned me for success by giving me both the knowledge of IT project management and real world practice. Yeah, from thoroughly teaching me how to document, use my skills like communication, conflict resolution, and build tools that can help in building projects. Yeah, I had the perfect confidence now to bring PathPal to life with such a short time frame. And I'm going to say a very big thank you to our facilitator, Mr. Sam, and most importantly, Temi Adeoye, for creating such a wonderful initiative that truly transforms beginners. And to my wonderful team members, while we were growing together, I say a very big thank you. It was a very beautiful experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sonto Chukwu. Like, in fact, I had other questions, but you beautifully captured everything into one. I was gonna ask you how how Stanix positioned you to successfully build PathPal, and you already addressed that, and it is so it is so good to hear you talk about how that having a safe space as a product manager, project manager, or a business analyst is very important. Somto mentioned that you mentioned that you couldn't have built this on your own, like being on your own, being isolated, not having a community. You can't really go far. I love how you mentioned that if you want to go far, I can't remember how exactly you put it, But if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go
Yeah,
far,
go
go with
together.
people. And I love
Yeah.
that you mentioned that that was the vision behind PathPal. So here at Stanix, we're not just building random products that are not user friendly. These are products that the market needs, and you can key into if you are here watching this. And I love how you mentioned that Stanix gave you real world experience. It gave you the confidence to be able to successfully build this. Thank you so much, Somto. It was so great to have you here.
Thank
I would
you for
just
bringing
it
me.
was so nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great day. All right. That was really beautiful. It was so nice to to have Somto here, and I really hope that we can see that PathPal is not just a platform. It's a space where support, mentorship, and real growth, right, can happen to you. Now, before we move forward, it's only right that we acknowledge someone very special, and that is the visionary behind the Stanix initiative and the sponsor that actually made today's launch possible, right? Stanix has consistently stood as a platform that champions innovation, empowerment, and growth in tech. And through the initiative of Stanix, a lot of individuals, if you check properly, a lot of individuals across different continents. We have students from the UK, Canada, US, a lot of continents where we have gone across the shore. We are global. And a lot of individuals have actually been inspired and equipped to chase their dreams in project management. The testimonials are everywhere. And I like to say that no be church or church. The testimonials are everywhere. Without Stanix, there is no PathPal. And I want you to join me in welcoming to the stage our owner, the owner of Stanix, the sponsor, the woman behind the great initiative, Temidayo Adeoye, to share with us a couple of things before we move forward. Just 1 second. All right. Can anyone hear me? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes,
Okay.
you are, Timmy. I can hear you.
All right, beautiful. I've just been smiling here, right? Every graduation just comes with its own beauty, right? Seeing you guys come out and just shine through. It's been a couple of days I've been sharing with you, like the calls I've had with each one of you, just sharing from my heart how much you guys have grown. Okay, beautiful. First thing first, I want to the whole congratulatory, the whole beauty is Stanix most likely gave you guys the platform. You guys did the work. You showed up excellently for the past few months, right? 12 weeks showing up daily. There are times each of you just enters my DM and say, I don't know what's going on, what's happening, what's going on. And you guys just kept the momentum, which is so beautiful, which is so beautiful. All right. I have a few things I want to share with you. I have a few things I want to share. Very, very important. I believe you guys have me. Let me, whenever I'm talking, I always like to see the chat. I like to see the comments. Are people listening? Are we there? Give me some emojis. Let me know that we are here. Okay, I'm waiting. Until I see the emojis, I'm not saying anything. All right. I'm waiting. I'm going to share a few beautiful. Thank you. Keep them coming. I'm going to share a bit about my journey, right? About how much, or what shaped Stanix, why Stanix is what Stanix is doing currently, how Stanix has helped a lot of people break into the space with speed, right? How the challenge, the gaps we saw in the market, and which ensure that we create a platform where people can gain hands-on experience.
one of the most important things when you're trying to break into the space is that gap of not having an experience. As someone who recruits a lot of project managers and connects project managers to recruiters, I've realized that it's very, very easy to spot that gap where you do not have experience, right? It's super, super easy. For those that have spoken with me at some point, I keep telling you that if you do not, as someone that actually recruits, if I speak to someone, I can tell the person doesn't have an experience. Because why? The project management space is literally a niche industry. You either know what is going on in this space or you do not know what is going on in the space. And no matter, you can read so many books, you can go and take a lot of courses, right? Go on Coursera, go on Udemy, go on Google, Google Coursera project management training course. Go and even write PMP. That's how fast some people would go. Go and write PSM. All of those things can never give you that experience, and those things are not what recruiters are looking for. They can never, ever, ever. I keep saying it. And a lot of people, probably the internet has just made things really complicated for people. And you just go and just say, I want to start out in project management. And the first thing that comes to your mind is, let me just go and write PMP, or let me just go and take PSM, or let me just go and get a Google Coursera course. If you do not have experience, there's something you cannot fake. You cannot even cram it. You either know or you don't know. Experience is not something you can fake. It's not something you can hide. The moment you say a word to a recruiter, right, they can spot it. The highest you can do, which of course I don't expect anybody to do, that is probably go and take another person's another person's CV, right? Another person's CV and probably submit it and get a job. But the moment you start speaking, experience would always show, and that's what creates the gap between somebody that is earning well. Because if you're not careful, right, you see a lot of people that have probably been working for years, they have this years of experience, right? But for some reasons they want to transition, and you see them playing the small game. They are looking for internships, they are looking for opportunities to volunteer. And that is exactly what Stanix has done. So instead of you going around and looking for, where can I volunteer, where can I look for this, you should be able to get the right experience while you're building. So you're working with a real team, not a simulation team. You're working with real developers, you're working with real designers, you're seeing the game, you're understanding the industry, you're understanding what is going on, you're seeing the challenges, you're facing the real challenges hands on, right? There are times the project managers reach out to me, oh, this developer is not even responding, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. I'm like, okay, so if I employed you as a project manager and I'm paying you one big money, will you come back and meet me that the developer is not responding? How will you resolve it? And they just come back and say, we've resolved this. I say, yes. Right. So it's not about just, oh, this is what is happening, that is what is happening. It's also about building something that matters. It's about doing what matters in the space. As I can see, Miriam is about to kick me off the stage. Don't worry. I'm already wrapping up. But it's so beautiful to see all of you. It's so beautiful to see the growth. I remembered, for some of you guys that were starting the initial stage, I remember the lingo. Oh, this is what I'm doing. And, when I was joining your project, when we were having the plannings and all of that, I could see the changes. I could see the growth. I knew there is no way a recruiter would see you. There is no way a recruiter would speak to you and they would not be able to see this is raw experience, right? So I'm so glad the world is waiting for you. The companies are waiting for you to take that project, to the place it ought to be, right? The confidence is there. I could see the confidence, I could see the growth, and that is so beautiful, right? Not just building for building's sake, but building something that also solves problems. That's problems that a lot of people, a lot of you guys have even experienced. I think Santoshiku was mentioning the other time how, it was so confusing. What if there was a community that all of those questions, the directions, could be gotten? So first thing first, I want to say big congratulations to you, a huge congrats. If you are graduating, if you are part of the people that are already, some of you guys have landed jobs, some of you guys are already just doing low-key, right? Drop an emoji, right? Drop an emoji. If you're a recruiter and you need a project manager, you need project managers, you need people that are ready to jump on board, ready to get the job done. Mind you, this is a project that was built in a very, very short period of time, right? So you're a recruiter, you're a startup founder, you want to build, you're looking for that, or your MVP you want to launch. the Stanix has a lot of excellent project managers that are willing, available to jump on board, to get things rolling. So reach out to us. We'll definitely recommend the best of the best project managers to you, right? If you're an aspiring project manager, and you've been playing the small game, you've been playing the game of, oh, what do I do? I'm looking for, I speak to a lot of you all the time. Like, I speak to a lot of you all the time. Like, oh, I'm looking for volunteering opportunity. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? It is time for you to leave that space. It is time for you to take charge. It is time for you to mean business. That before the end of this year, I want to have that right experience. I want to have that confidence to be able to speak to recruiters. And I'm not speaking from textbook knowledge. I'm speaking from real experience. I'm speaking from the right attitude, to work, because I've already had this experience, right? There's definitely going to be, as our culture is during the graduation, right? Is a time to see a lot of growth, right? During the graduation, there's always a percentage, right, for a short period of time for people that also want to be a part of next of Stanix class, which means that in the next graduation that we're having, if you want to be a part of those that are on the stage, you want to be a part of those that have landed opportunities, those that have landed jobs, right? It is time for you to take charge. We're giving a 5% a discount off Stanix training just for a very, very short period of time. So if you're qualified, you will get to know. It's not for everybody. So if you're qualified, you will know. If you're not qualified, you will know, right? So look out for that, right? It might be that moment. It can be that calling for you to also take charge, for you to move from confused to confident. To every graduate, I'm so proud of you, right? I am so proud of you. There is nothing more for you to do. Like, just go and get those jobs, right? For those of you that have gotten the jobs, don't stop applying. Keep showing up, right? The growth stage, there's nothing that says that you have to stay years before you can start earning some particular salary. No, not even in the project management space, right? You can go out there with confidence, right? You already have everything in you that it takes. Stanix has equipped you 100%, right? With every single thing that you need to know, everything you need to do. So congratulations once again. I'm so proud of you. I'm super excited. And, let's see what PathPal looks like. I'm going to be your judge as well on this seat. All right, Miriam, thank you very much. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Thank you very much, Temi Dayo. Please let us celebrate our coach, Temi Dayo. Let us celebrate her. She's such an inspirational woman. If you've been following her on LinkedIn, you have an idea what I'm talking about. And if you've not, this is an opportunity to go and search her name, Temi Dayo Adeoye. I promise you're not going to regret all the nuggets that she has been sharing. It's going to change your career, either you're a beginner or whatever. And I'm so happy that one of the things that Temi highlighted is that when you speak to an HR, they can tell whether you have the confidence or not. She said that when we started, there were linguas, there was a way we were talking about certain things. There were terminologies that we did not understand. And now it's clear, things like MVP, things like risk management, things like stand-up. For those of you that think stand up means to stand up, no, you don't need to stand up. But in the project management space, there is a way all of this, operates. And, like you said, you can't fake experience. You either know it or not. And that's why this is an opportunity for you to, if you've been desiring this, if you've been thinking about it, don't stall. Take your future in your hands. In the next session, we're actually going to be sharing testimonials of people. It's not cho. Like, it's not, oh, maybe. A lot of people have gotten, life transforming testimonies from joining the Stanix community, building different products. Because we're launching PathPal today, but the Stanix platform has built a lot more product, which we're still going to be talking about here anyways. But before we share these testimonials, which I want you to stay tuned and look out for, I would like to bring on stage our co-host for today. I think I brought her on earlier, but she had some network glitches. I'm going to be bringing her back on. She was our class representative in the project management boot camp, and it was such a pleasure working with her, because she's such an excellent and intelligent woman. I just want us to hear from her. Onye, how are you doing today?
Oh, hello, Mariam. I'm doing good. As you can see, I'm doing good. Why won't I be good? Because we are launching live. I'm doing good, and thank you for bringing me onto the stage. Well, I don't know where to start. I feel overwhelmed, but then let me just start from somewhere. When we heard PathPal, in fact, when you heard about the onboarding section of Stanix Consult, I was like, oh, okay, let me go and take it. It might be maybe perhaps another course that you just go and take, and then you will just be confused just more than the way you were before. I was like, let me give it a trial. But then on the onboarding section, I took a screen record, I took a screenshot of what this amazing coach told us. She was like, in here, we are not just studying project management. We are building a community of intellectuals. When I talk about intellect, I mean intellect. I picked that. I was like, wow, this is going to be different. Yeah, I picked it. And I said, I must give in all my best. Before now, for 2 years now, I've been trying to navigate into the, tech industry. But I'll jump from one place to the other. In fact, I started out as a web developer. I studied coding, did HTML, CSS, everything. After that, what happened? I freaked out. What happened? I was like, this tech is not for me. Let me continue my business because I'm actually a CEO of a brand, but then I want to navigate into tech. I left it out. And then after some time, someone motivated me and pushed me and said, join Stanix Consult. And then I joined. Yeah. And then I'm here to mesmerize you. Well, talking about PathPal, we built it. And I'm glad to tell you that my name is Oyinye Jennifer Nnolom, and I am the co-host and then the lead project manager for the Stanix Consult Make cohort. I believe that some of you are here because you must have been seeing my posts anywhere on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. If you're here because you have seen my post, I want you to put something in the comment section. Do you know why? Because there is a benefit for that. Do you know why? I say there is a benefit for that. And if you stay to the end of this call, you will see that benefit, especially if you have indicated interest to me that you want to navigate into tech under me. Comment Jenny Gold. Comment Onyinye. Comment right now. Share your love. I say share your love. You will enjoy it. All right, let's get into PathPal. Thank you. I can already see it. Yeah. I see it. Well, let's talk about PathPal. It has not been easy to be behind us for 5 weeks. I can tell you that we built PathPal in 5 weeks. Where have you heard about that? To build a fully functional web application in 5 weeks. Are the developers? Are they gurus? Are they magicians? That is what we are here to prove in Stanix Consult in this live onboarding section. I will say thank you everyone for joining, and I'm honored to be in your midst today, unveiling our accomplishments. And then let me directly take it up from here. Well, we are here to prove how a group of highly intellectual project managers formed a team to build a web application called PathPal, a perfect community for PMs, project managers, product managers, and business analysts. In 5 weeks, I repeat, in 5 weeks. Yeah, and I'm honored and delighted to serve as the lead product manager, managing cross-functional teams of developers and as well as my fellow project managers to make this vision a success. But before displaying this wonderful project, I want you all to raise bars for us. Please do. Yeah, you really need to raise bars for us in the comment section. Give me your emojis. Yeah. I see it. Thank you. All right. Let me not take our time. Let's stay tuned. Let's unveil the masterpiece that we've built. Thank you, Miriam. You can go ahead from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oyinye. Oyinye is such a joy to behold. I can see some of your laughters. You can't be around Oyinye and have a dull moment. You see the energy, the enthusiasm, the fire. That's why I love her. And okay, we are going to be moving into talking about, sharing the pre-recorded testimonial video, just so you hear from people. that have also been on this journey. Hear from the horse's mouth. I said it earlier. No be cho cho cho. Testimonials day. And one thing I want you to realize is that you can't force people to give you testimonials, to speak positively about what you're doing. If you didn't day, didn't day. If you're from, probably a global audience and you don't understand what I'm saying, what I mean is, if he didn't day, he did not day. Literally what I mean is, if it's not given, it's not given. So let's just look out for the testimonials from the recent IT project managers.
Hi, my name is Somtochukwe Fobi. So before I joined Stanix, I used to think project management was a very Herculean task, or managing a project was a very Herculean task. I used to think that project management was for professionals, and non-professionals had no stake in the game, right? But when I joined Stanix, I got the training, I got the practical training, not just training. Now I know better. I have the skills, I know how to use the tools, I can manage stakeholders, I can work in a team, I can communicate better. I've been trained, and I'm proud to say that I'm confident to go out there and manage a real project. I am very glad about this opportunity because it comes once in a lifetime. So I believe that I have everything. I'm well equipped to manage projects for you, and this is the product we've built. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Oyenye, and I worked as a project manager on this project at PathPal. When we first heard about this project, I was excited because it serves as a companion to the professional journey of career transitioners. I imagined a vibrant space where project managers, product managers, and business analysts coexist, grow together, and bring solutions to problems. Well, in as much as I was confident that this project is going to bring solutions and clarity, however, I had doubt. Yes, I wondered if it could stand out from every other platform, but with clarity, collaboration, and community at its core. PathPal proves that it's more than just a tool, it's a movement, and here we are with a full functional web application where solutions are met. We built this because Stanix made us believe in code.
Before Stanix, I used to think that project management was just about managing tools and using softwares. But throughout the training session and in developing the product that we worked on, I see that it has a lot more to do with handling processes, managing people efficiently, ensuring that the deadlines are met, and being flexible enough to incorporate changes as they come up, but at the same time being rigid enough to ensure that the overall goal is attained. And the most interesting part for me working on this product was having to work with an actual team on a real product in a real world scenario, and seeing how major issues that would have come up in a normal sense can be rectified and can be worked on. And I'd say it was a very, very fulfilling experience for me. Thank you.
You are muted, Oye. All right. I think our co-host is currently having some technical difficulties, but you have watched the testimonials and you can see for yourself. The results speak for itself. You can see clearly the before and the after of these three people that share their experiences. And I hope that you're watching this wherever you are and you are making up your mind. You are deciding, because no one can take that next phase decision for you. It's only you. But I'm encouraging you that it's going to be one of the best decisions that you have ever taken in your life. Before we move on to the next session, okay, Right. I'm going to bring up another speaker. I mentioned earlier that this is going to be an interactive and engaging session. Please, at the moment, drop your questions. If you're, I see your emojis. Thank you very much, Tina, Tomla, Uche, Evie, Layomi, Jenny. We see you. We see you. Thank you so much for your comments. Stephanos, cheers to the host. Thank you so much. And a lot more comments here. I would like to bring another phenomenal IT project manager that worked on the PathPal project on stage right now. And I like to call him the stand-up guy because he was one of the people that made sure that stand-up went right in the boot camp while working on the project. And I really want you to pay attention to him because the questions we have for him, I'm sure that he's going to give us more insight into how this thing works. All right. Now I'm going to be bringing up Ire Oluwa Oduvole. Hi, Ire. How are you doing?
Hi, Miriam. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hello,
It's so good
everyone.
to
Thank
have
you for
you.
joining in for our lunch. Yes, we're actually excited. You can see the broad smile on my face.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
So I'm an IT project manager, Irolu Oduole by name. So straight
Yeah,
to the
it's great to
point.
have you
Right.
here, Iri. So I've just, like to ask you a question. Like I like how you say
Okay.
straight to the point. Don't worry, it's gonna be
Okay.
brief, and it's just I would like you to share with us. Just tell us what was your experience before Stanix, and I also want you to give us 2 to 3 practical skills or say project experience that you gained at Stanix that has been
Okay.
career changing for you.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. So before I joined Stanix, I struggled with clarity. I would be telling myself, okay, so I would check Google. What does an IT project manager do? Coordinate teams. Okay, how? In what ways? Probably. Then I also saw there might be chaos in my mind. I'm like, what chaos? Is someone bringing bomb or something to the meeting? What chaos? So all that was cloudy before I joined Stanix. So when I joined Stanix, as the good quote that it is a boot camp, so I was able to see real time because, like we've been saying all through this live stream, we built a live product. And in the live product, I noticed something. You see that chaos that they're talking about, you will witness it. And it's most times from the developers because I had to check online that most times or a good number of developers don't like to be asked that, okay, what level are you in your work? They feel like you're stalking them, you are pressuring them, you are probably still trying to strangle them or take away life from them. So we experienced it while we were building PathPal. We'll tag developers. Please, what's the update? Because you have to do updates. You have to update the team daily and take your daily stand up. What's the update so far? Have you fixed this particular bug? No response. So, as a project manager, you can't just get experience without experiencing it hands on. You have to constantly be in their DMs. Tell them that I'm not trying to disturb you, but please, I need to document this. Project management really relies on documentation. So I was able to see and navigate through the chaos constantly. How did I navigate the chaos? I was in their DMs asking them, okay, I'll text you in like an hour from now. I want to know how far you've gone. Not just, oh, okay, how about tomorrow? Sometimes tomorrow might not work. You have to like give them a time frame for that particular day. Then another thing that I noticed during daily stand up, I didn't know that before standings, I didn't know that daily stand ups should just be brief. I thought, oh, maybe 1 hour, just gisting away. But I noticed it has to be within 15 minutes time frame. All this was brought to my knowledge via Stanix, and thank you so much, Stanix, for that. So, lastly, I enjoyed collaboration with my cohort members. They are amazing people. I want you to drop emojis in the comment section, please. Clap for them. We were 24 brilliant minds. Yeah, 24 brilliant IT project managers. So we're able to navigate this. And like we've been saying, in record time, 5 weeks, 5 weeks was all it took for us to build this PathPal. 5 weeks. So it wasn't magic. It wasn't something voodoo. It wasn't voodoo. It was just proper communication. As an IT project manager, you have to learn communication, constantly communicate. You have to keep tasks through apps like Trello and everything, and constantly update them, constantly. So my experience with Stanix was amazing, and I will easily recommend it to anyone at any time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Irioluwa. It was so good to have you here. If you paid attention to what Ire said, he talked about how that chaos is inevitable. In fact, Ire just gave you a master class in project management, even though it's not enough. Yes, 5 weeks. Yes, 5 weeks. Yeah, check it. Where will you find a place where you just rush developers like that to give you a first MVP in 5 weeks? And we're going to be sharing what we built, so you're going to see how much of a big deal this is. He talked about how we learned documentation, communication. See, let me tell you guys something. Communication is not just you're talking. We're talking. Hello, how are you? I love how he said there's always going to be chaos. However, what is going to bring you out is still communication. But how do you even go about that communication? That's what Stanix is going to teach you. We'll not break everything down here, but I tell you, it's not such a straightforward journey, but it is worth it at the end of the day, because you come out feeling confident. You come out knowing that there's no team you can't work on. You're not perfect, but there's no team that you cannot handle. I watched a developer say something, it was a video. He was saying that software development without a project manager is premium tiers. And he actually went into a lot of explanation, because the job of a project manager is so wide, from ensuring that you are the one that keeps timelines and deadlines to communicating properly. Do you know there's a way you communicate to your stakeholders? It's different from the way you communicate to your team members. In fact, if you're someone that you like to throw people under the bus, project management will teach you how to stand for your team, stand for your stakeholders. But there's a way, like I mentioned, to go about that, and that's what is going to be. That's what Stanix is going to dive deeper into to show you how it works. So thank you very much once again, Ire. Up to the next speaker. We have another person on board, to come and share some amazing things with us. And again, she's one of the IT project managers, very fantastic personality. I call her small but mighty. She not only did she manage PathPal as a community, she managed she is currently managing a lot more things under her belt. She is an intelligent woman, and I just want you to pay attention, because just like you learned from Ire, she's going to share a lot of things that would just transform how you see project management. All right. Hi, Odu Olajumoke. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Miriam. Thank you.
It's so
Hi,
good to have you
everyone.
here.
Thank you. Okay,
All
so
right, let
quickly,
me
I will
just
just
go
be
straight
talking
to the
about
point. Okay, let me just go straight to the point and ask you a few questions that the audience can learn and glean from. And the first is, just tell us what made Stanix different from the other trainings that you've seen or heard about.
Okay, I think I would just like to be practical more about this. I remember, I think right from days like years back in school, I've tried coding just like Oye mentioned. I tried coding, so I'm like, no, this thing is not not meant for me. So I had to just, though I still do a little coding, but I just know this is not meant for me. But until I actually locate Stanix, even I've done a lot of okay, don't let me say a lot, some project management courses, they were just all theory. Like theory, you do the PMP, the syllabus and everything. So overall, though I knew about agile term and methodology, but I used to think agile methodology was just like tool, just like you use software. I didn't know it's like an approach to give to a project, like agility, being agile, talking about the scrum and all. So what make Stanix actually stand out from every other of this experience I've had is the real practical. Like Stanix actually shoe us into real practical experience. So you get to understand how you start a project from start to finish, working with team, and this is where we are, like we built PathPal. So working with that, with the experience, and also that's the experience that Stanix gave us, having the real practical experience. So another thing that made them Stanix stand out is that we're taught concept. Maria mentioned something about lingua. So, don't shy away when you are hearing things like stand up. You are hearing things like scrum. You are hearing things like you need to be agile about it and all. So, this is the experience that Stanix gave us beyond the theory, beyond the syllabus. In fact, beyond certification like PMP and all, we had the real practical, like we were thrown into the real thing. So I would like to encourage anyone out there, you are trying to launch into project management. I tell you, you can't do it alone. You don't feel you can do it alone. You need community, you need people, community like Stanix like this to help you grow, to help you, collaborate and work with other team. Like it has been mentioned, this was a collaborative project by everyone, developers, the quality assurance, product designers, front-end developers, back-end developers, went through stand-up, went through a lot of you know, um, activities to see PathPal come to life today. And that is what we are all witnessing. So I would like to encourage you, join Stanix if you are looking out to, venture into IT project management especially. So I will tell you, Stanix is a good way to go. Now I can tell you I've moved from being overwhelmed with how is project management going to be, how do they do this, how do they do that, to a confident IT project manager. And here we are still moving, we are still learning by the day. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Olajumoke. Please don't go yet. We still have another question, but I just really want to appreciate what you said about how that what Stanix indeed gives you is real world experience. A lot of project management courses out there, they just give you theory. Okay, now when it's time to actually be practical, even your developers or the team you're working with, they're looking at you and they're like, they can tell that you are so naive. You don't know what's going on. And Ire said something how that developers can be very
Sure.
funny. Let me hide my mouth to say it. Those people can lie. They can lie. So if you don't know what you are doing and you don't know how to approach things, like a lot of things is just going to stall for your team. And like she said, it's not just about the certification. It's not about the certification. Do you even you can have the certification and it's time for you to talk about the lingua. What do you know about risk management? What do you know about the
Sure.
documentation? Do you know the start to the end cycle of a project? Do you know how to start a project? Do you know how to end a project? It's not on vibes. It is a structured approach. So thank you very much for that, Olajumoke. My second and last question is that from everything you said, and looking at your Stanix experience, what would someone miss out on if they try to learn IT project management on their own instead of through a structured program? What would they be missing out on?
Okay, I think just like we mentioned, you see, a lot of materials are out there. You can stumble on this, stumble on that. You just go about, learning from going from let me say from frying pan to fire. Like, you just end up getting confused. So when you don't really know how to go about it. So joining Stanix program help you to really real mentors, like mentors, the people that are already into these things, that can hold you by the hands, take you through a carefully you have access to a structured learning. Let me put it that way. You have access to a structured learning, when you are together with those that are already in the game. So you are not just left alone, going from one online course to another course to this to that. And then also, I will not overemphasize the place of the real project practical, like the practical aspect of it. Because this is we today, we let me say, man, like, we actually built products that people are going to use, and we saw the product from start to finish. The documentations, talking about the stakeholder register, talking about the project artifacts, and all of them. So don't let me bother you with the legal. So talking about all of those documentations and all. So this is what you tend to get with Stanix, the real practical experience. Recruiter don't just want to hire those that you have head knowledge and everything. They want to really know what you can do. And that's one thing about the IT world. IT world, the technology world, does not care about how much you know, but the IT world cares about how much you can do. So they want to see the real people doing the real thing. And there's no how you can actually get all of this without, following those that know road. So if you do not follow those that know road, you tend to get lost. You tend to get overwhelmed. You go from one place to another. So I tell you, Stanix is a place where there is road. I can tell you confidently, I've moved from a fearful, intending, aspiring project manager to a confident IT project manager today. So this is what all Stanix did for me. So I really want to implore you to join. You are an aspiring project manager out there. You don't have to do it all alone. You don't have to go through all of the figuring it out alone. So join Stanix. You will have access to, mentorship, have access to real life projects, you know, even tend to learn what it feels like to collaborate, because that is one of the things that is very important in the tech industry. Synergy. So synergy, that is teamwork. So that synergy, you get to learn it while working on the project. So you become the real thing beyond the theory. So that is what Stanix help you to do. So thank you.
Oof. Thank you so much, Olajumoke. It was such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. Guys, I hope you are taking notes. I hope you are learning. It literally feels like I'm bathing in new knowledge, fresh. Uh, Olajumoke mentioned a couple of things that you're actually going to miss out if you don't join a structured learning, a structured system of learning. While it might look like, oh, we're pushing Stanix and letting you see if something is sweet, we will say it. If something is sweet, you should actually say it is sweet. Even if nobody asks you to say it is sweet, by yourself, it's like eating something you love and you're like, oh my God, this is so delicious. Do you understand? And this is why it looks like everybody that's coming up, they are just singing Stanix's praises, because it is a phenomenal thing. She mentioned that one of the things that you miss out on if you don't join a structured learning, we want you to join Stanix, of course. But is there any other structured learning out there that gives you a practical, real world opportunity to gain experience? You can go for it. But I promise you, you could search far and wide and you may not be able to find. I tell you, drop it in the comment section if you know any other platform like that. I haven't seen, by the way. And one of the things you're going to miss out on if you're trying to do, I want to do it on my own, I want to hop from course to course, watch YouTube videos to YouTube videos, is you will lack mentors. See, in this field, you can't do it alone. No. Personally, I'm someone that I'm a sucker for knowledge. I like to do a lot of research. I like to throw myself into articles, read. But I tell you, if you are someone that you like to do the lone walk, you want to walk alone, project management may not necessarily be a good field for you because you would need help at some point in time. And one of the things that the IT project managers on this in Stanix can boast of is there's no how you get a gig or a job or a freelance opportunity and you face one or two issues. You have your mentors, you have your coach to fall back on. You are not alone. You have your fellow IT project managers to fall back on. And that is, you are not just paying for a course, you are paying for community. You are paying for access. You are paying for structured learning. You are paying for synergy. There's something about being in the midst of other people that are building something. There's an energy. There's something it brings out of you. However, if you were learning it by yourself, going through YouTube videos upon YouTube videos, of which I tell you, a lot of YouTube videos don't have the experience. They don't have the detailed knowledge you need to be an IT project manager. I have searched, I have combed. It is so hard. It's like trying to put something in between a needle. You know how literally impossible it is. You can research yourself. Just very few people, and many of them are not even sort of aligning with even the Nigerian audience or the African audience, or even some people in the global audience. So please, investing in joining Stanix or investing in your career, either, and let me tell you something, it's not only for beginner IT project managers. You could be a project manager and you think it's easy to just switch into being a software or a technical or an IT project manager, and you might struggle. You might struggle because it's a different field on its own. So this is for you, even if you're a project manager. And if you think you are an IT project manager and you need to sharpen your skill, this is still the place for you. No knowledge is lost. And I can boldly say that if you're that kind of person that likes to jump from course to course, this might be your last course. I'm not saying that you should not, further invest in yourself, but I make such a bold statement because it's going to give you that foundation. Now, let's go to the next part of the agenda, but let me just read some comments. Yes, the community is very important. Uche Ivy, apologies if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Yes, community is very important. Bioku David, I think one of our designers is in the house. I think he dropped this comment when I said, developers can lie. He said, I'm here. Sorry, I said it privately. I'm not saying it publicly, or no, I just said it privately. It's really good to have you here, Bioku David. Tina Tomla, I can't wait to testify. We cannot wait to have you as well. It's not something you are going to regret. It will stretch you. It's not easy to build something in 5 weeks. It didn't come with just relaxing, lying down. It was a stretch, and it's going to change your career and change your life. Now let us move to the next part of the agenda, and give me 1 second. All right, so we're going to be doing a PathPal demo video. I just want you to look out for that. In the next few seconds, it's going to come up on your screen just for you to see how PathPal is. Yeah. Now look at that. So one of the IT project managers is going to come on board and just give you a walkthrough of, how to go about a PathPal website. So stay close to your phone and follow through so you don't miss out on any part. All right, let's bring Chukwu Ebuka on stage.
Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you've been enjoying the product launch so far. My name is Chukwebuka Nwosu Franklin, and I'm happy that you all joined in and you have stayed till this point. So basically, what I'll be doing at this point is to walk you through the website or walk you through what we've built. I understand that you've been hearing a lot of persons talking about how we built it in 5 weeks, and how we worked on this to make sure it was delivered. So I'll be walking you through the website. Please check the comments. I'm sure that Miriam would have dropped it, or one of the hosts would have dropped it in the comments. Please, you can either connect maybe using your system or your mobile phone, and I'll just walk you through how everything is. So let me just share my screen now. Right. So thank you very much. So this is the website. You can access it. Here is the URL. It says pathpal.stanixconsult.com. Like I said, they'll drop it in the comments and you'll be able to follow through. So when you click on that, it brings you to the website, right? So you can see that it has been well designed. It's a really beautiful website, by the way. And you can access it on your mobile or through your system. When you get here, when you land on the page, you see our UVP, which is our unique value proposition, in really bold letters here. So it says PathPal, clarity, community, and growth for PMs, product managers, and BAs, which is business analysts, right? So in one word, it's in a nutshell, it's a community where you can ask questions, where you can get directions, where you can get guidance as you move along in your journey. If you're just starting, or if you're needing some more clarity as you move on to another part or another stage of your career journey, right? So when you go through, you'd see that it has 6 sections at the top, where it says about, why PathPal, who it's for, benefits, how it works, and then resources, right? So as I go through, I'll just walk you through every section. So the first section is the about section. You can either click on it at the top, or you can choose to just toggle down using the so let me just click on it. So when you come here, you'd see that it says it's built for you, whether you're just starting out or ready to give back, like I mentioned. So if you are just starting, or perhaps you've been in the industry for a number of years and now you're willing to coach people, you're willing to share your knowledge, this is the right place for you, right? So PathPal was created for people who crave clarity, community, and support as they grow into or within tech roles, right? Like project management, product management, and business analysis. This is the main focus for now. We most likely will be expanding into other industries or other career path in the next couple of maybe weeks or months. But right now, this is what we are focused on. Now, PathPal is community first. It's very beginner friendly. You can see that it's very easy to interact with the website as you move along. It was designed with you in mind so that everybody can easily access it, right? So you get it's also a mentor powered platform. Now, the next section says White PathPal. Now, why this product in itself? Why is it existing? I think, like the first or second speaker mentioned, we saw the gaps that existed in other communities or that have existed in this industry or in this space, and we decided to fill that gap. We decided to solve that problem, and we built something that is better, right? So PathPal exists to take away every noise, to also reduce lack of focus. So instead of trying to toggle between different things, a bunch of courses, and just getting generic advice that doesn't fit your specific role, you are here and you're able to get a safe community, where you get peer support from people who are learning like you, or people who are starting out like you, or maybe fellow mentors like yourself as well, and structured growth. Right. So the next section on this website is who it's for. PathPal is for everyone because everyone deserves a place to grow, right? So we welcome diverse professionals at every stage of their journey. So if you're a career transitioner, maybe you're taking a shift into product management, you need clear guidance, this is the place for you. Or maybe you're a junior PM, or you could be a student, perhaps you're not even done, learning, maybe you're running a degree program and you wish to, go into the tech space when you're done. You're also welcome here. You can ask all of those burning questions in your heart that you haven't been able to get answers to. or you're a mentor, maybe you're a senior product manager, business analyst, or project manager with maybe over 6 years of experience or seven, or you want to give back, you want to tutor people, this is also the right place for you. So moving on very quickly to the next section, which is the benefits right at the top. So if you click on that, or if you scroll down here, you would see that it says, here is everything we wish we had starting out, right? So you see that there are six different boxes or small squares. Each of the top, at the top right, every roadmap icon that you see here is a link, right? So it's like if you click on it, it will take you to where you need to go. But for the purpose of this introduction, I just want to run through the whole website for you, first of all. All right, so it's role specific. There's role specific beginner resources that you're going to be able to get here. These are part of the benefits. You also have Ask Me Anything sessions, which will be regularly organized with industry professionals. And there will be discussion channels by role. So, like I said earlier, to eliminate information overload. So, if you want to be in the project management space, you don't have to be in product management. You don't have all the information just jumbled together. So, you have everything separately by role. And you also get the opportunity to volunteer on projects as they come up, so you can also build your experience while you learn. And there's also going to be an opportunity for career growth tracking, right? So very quickly, how does it work? So you can either click on this at the top here, or you can scroll down like I mentioned. Here is how we help you thrive. Very simple in five basic steps. So you want to choose your role. So you notice that as I've been moving along, you'd see join communities all over the website. It's at the top here, at the top right. It's also here. And as you move along, every link that you see here, and every of these boxes, and even here is the same link. So the idea is that you're able to access it at any point where you are. So it's very, very beginner friendly. So you want to choose your role. So let me go ahead and click on join community. When you click on join community, it says, or it asks you what path you are most interested in, right? So if you don't know anyone to choose, you can decide to go with anyone. For the purpose of this demo, so I'll just go with business analysis, right? So once you click on that, the next thing you need to do is it gives you somewhat of a little introduction here. So it says you analyze requirements, you optimize processes, and you bridge gaps, right? So if you're not too sure, that kind of gives you like an idea of what you want to do. So I'll just go with this. Next thing you want to do is click on proceed, and then you want to enter your details, right? So I'll just enter my details here. Please be sure to put in your correct details so that everything is stored properly in the system. And then you can add your email and your experience level. So here you want to be a bit more honest with yourself, because this is going to help with apportioning you to the right channels when you're done registering. So if you're not too sure, you can just go with beginner. If you've been in it for a while and you think you have a bit of experience, you can just click on intermediate. So for this purpose, I'll just click on intermediate. And then how did you hear about us? So you want to also let us know. I mean, that is not required, but maybe you saw our LinkedIn post or the events. So let me just add LinkedIn ad here, and then you click on continue to community, right? So once you click on continue to community, you're going to get a link that comes up. So just give it some time for it to load up. You click on continue to community, and then you have a link. So it says your information has been submitted successfully. So make sure that that shows up on your screen so that you can be sure that your information has been stored. You can either click on the link if you want to open it to a different device, or you can just click on join if you already have Telegram installed on your computer or on your device. So I'll click on join here, and it redirects you to the community, right? So it's very simple. I'll just click on open Telegram desktop and allow it to load up on my computer, so you see how it looks. So when that comes up, Telegram is not running currently, but If you can also copy the link, let me go back here. Oh yeah, it's popped up, it's open. So I'm already in the community. This is what it looks like when you come in here. You see that it says you've joined. You're also going to get a mail. So if you check your email, you see that once you register, it says, "Welcome to PathPal. Thank you for joining the community and welcome to the business analysis track. We're excited to help you explore new opportunities and grow your skills." So when you register and you say, get this information, you're sure that everything has been entered correctly. And you can go on ahead to introduce yourself in this space, let people know why you joined, where you're joining from, and if you have any questions. And you just follow through with every direction that you see. And I'm sure that if you go through everything that I've mentioned here, you have no issues at all with registering and signing up. So if you have any questions or if you've been following through to this point, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'm sure that someone will take a look at them and respond. If you go down after that section, the last section just gives you a bit of other resources. So we have everything at the top here, which is also listed here. And if you want to connect with us on Instagram, you can easily access it via the Instagram link at the bottom left here, or via LinkedIn, which is the next one here. And then you have other resources like Miriam mentioned. Stanix has also built quite a number of products before this, so you can also access Launch Connect or Skill Plug. So all of these will help you in such a way that you're not going to be alone and you don't have to figure it out, right? So you have all of the resources you need. You want to also explore extra resources like that. Um, and that is basically how it is for now. It's very, very interactive and very easy to navigate. Thank you very much. I'll just hand over to Miriam at this point. Thank you. Miriam, are you there, or Oniye?
Hello, I believe that if you've stayed up to this extent, that means you are really so interested in what we're doing here. And as I can tell you, as Chukwebuka just said, everything walked down through the PathPal application. I must commend. If you went through everything in detail, you will see that we've built a masterpiece. We've built a masterpiece. This is not just a chop talk, not be cho. It's a real deal. If you join PathPal, just like it's called PathPal, you are already giving an assurance that you are treading on the right path. Olajimoke said that it's just like the road to success, but we transcribe it to PathPal. So thank you, Chukwebuka, for giving us a walkthrough to the application. Thank you. You are an exceptional project manager, and I must comment that all your effort into building this project has always made us believe that in this world of technology, it's just for you to think, internalize, react, and then bring it to reality. Yeah, it's just 4 things. You have the initiative, bring it up with a vision. The vision is what is going to buttress you. And then when you show that you are ready to act, kick it off. And trust me, trust yourself. It's going to be a reality. So thank you, Chukwebuka. So now we are going to bring on board our next speakers, which are the product managers. They are the brain box behind the success of PathPal. There is project managers and there is product managers. Let me just give you a little bit of difference between project managers and the product managers. First of all, a project is anything that has a beginning and an end. And we project managers manages a project, let me just say, that has beginning, from the beginning process to the end, to make sure that it is successful. But then the product managers, they are very amazing in the team of development because they are the ones that carry the product for their head. Like they carry the product on their head, like is their whole thing, is the whole thing they have on this world. They carry it on their head. And I must comment that the two product managers that we have in this team that work with us to build PathPal, they are so amazing. At the time, there was this kind of discrepancies between me and them because they will say, this is what we want. And because this is not fitting into what, we are building, I'll say, no, let's do it like this. But they will say, because they know that this is what we want and this is what we actually want, they will insist. And then all we have to do is to follow their rules. So I must say that the product managers are very important. But before we bring them onto the stage, let me just give you a little bit walkthrough of rules and engagement in this live section. First of all, if you are here, I'm sure that what you are doing here is so for you to give us that accolade, for you to tell us that what we are doing here today is a kind of impressing you. We want you to do few things for us. And as you're doing this, if you're a tech enthusiast, thinking that tomorrow you might, sign up for Stanix consult courses, I think you would, because everything we've said here today has made you to believe that in Stanix consult, we don't just give you theories, we give you practicals. If you are intending to join Stanix consult, maybe in the next cohort, I want you to do just one thing. Make sure that you leave a blueprint in this live section if you're here. Make sure that you leave a blueprint in this live section if you're here. I repeated myself because there is a reason. The reason is that everybody here in this live section today has a benefit in enrolling in the next cohort. And if you're here, you did not comment, you did not leave a blueprint, there is no proof. There is no proof that you're here. Especially if you joined here through me, I motivated you, you indicated interest to me. Please comment and make sure that you mention me, Jenny Gold. Trust me, you see that benefit that Stanix Consult is going to give you. You're going to get it times 2 because you are trusting the lead. You're commenting on the lead project manager. Yes. So before that, attest to being a live witness of PathPal. Tag PathPal in the comment section. Tag Stanix Consult. I can see it. Yes, go ahead. Give it up, guys. Give it in. Oh, yes. I trust my community. I trust you guys. I trust you. Exactly. Okay. I can see a lot of comments. I can see that. Somebody said, oh, Onyinye is speaking the real truth. Who is this? Onyinye Jennifer. Are you my namesake or are you my twin from another world? Wow. I don't know. Let's go on. Wow. PathPal to the world. The same Onyinye Jennifer. Sounded Temi that yo. Wow. Somebody knows us. Okay. All right. 5 boza on Temi. Oh, wow. Which Ivy say 5 boza for Temi. Oh, wow. I'm impressed, guys. I'm impressed. Somebody said I'm loving this. Tina Tomla, I can tell you that we love you too, and we are rooting for you. All right, let's keep it all. I can't read everything. Onyinye, who is Stefano Saki? Hello, I give you accolade. All right. So let's bring on the product manager. If you're here, please stay tuned and listen to what you have to tell us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Oyechi. So I'm going to be bringing up one of the product managers that made the PathPal product a success. And she's just going to be giving us more insight into what to expect for PathPal, giving us a different perspective on how to understand the PathPal platform. You've heard from the IT project managers. However, you also need to hear from the product manager. So I'm going to bring on Jennifer at the moment. Hi, Jennifer. I think you're on mute at the moment. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, Miriam. I'm very well, Miriam. How are you
How are
doing
you
as well?
doing?
Good evening.
Oh, I'm
I'm fine,
fantastic.
thank
Thanks for
you.
asking.
I
All
am
right.
so excited
So
to
I
be
don't want to
here.
waste your time. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I just wanted to, ask a few questions just so
Go on.
you
Yeah.
share with us your mind about the product PathPal. So the first question is that as a product manager, I would appreciate that you walk us through the roadmap of how Stanix has launched different platforms like Launch Connect, Skill Plug. A lot of people don't know that PathPal is not the
Can you
only
please repeat your
product.
question? I didn't get that.
All right, let me take it from here. A lot of people don't know that PathPal is not the only product that Stanix has built. So PathPal has built Launch Connect, Skill Plug, and now PathPal, right? And the product manager, we know that one of the things you give a product or a project in itself is the vision. Can you explain to us what was the thinking behind these platforms? What was going on in the product manager's mind, your mind, while you were creating, giving us a guideline for Launch Connect, Skill Plug, and now PathPal?
Hello, Jumoke. I'm sorry. Hello, Miriam. Can you hear me? Can you repeat your
Yes,
questions
I
again?
can. Can
I
you hear
can't
me?
hear you. I can hear you now.
Can
But
you hear
before
me?
now, I can't hear you. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear me right now? Just let
Yes, I
me take that
can.
again.
Do you mind asking? Yeah, please take that again.
Okay, so I was asking that based on what Stanix has built so far, PathPal is not the only project or the only product that Stanix has built. Stanix has built Launch Connect, Skill Plug. Can you connect these products and tell us what was the thinking process behind building this product?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes, thank you. Before I start, I would like to say thank you to everyone that's joined. It's been amazing so far. One thing I've come to realize with Stanix is that they've been very, very deliberate and intentional when it comes to their learners. And are you there?
Yes, please, Jennifer, go ahead.
Okay, yes. So as I was saying, I said one thing I've come to realize with Stanis Consult is that they've been very deliberate and intentional when it comes to connecting their students or their learners with real life experiences, right? They just don't teach you and send you into the world. We don't do that here. They sort of equip and arm you with all you need to like go out there, fight, see things and conquer, right? So it started with Launch Connect. Launch Connect typically just welcomes any tech inclined person right into the professional tech world. Then we went on to build Skill Plug. Skill Plug literally gives every person a hands-on experience and practicals for you to excel in your tech choosing role. Then now we have PathPal, which is very beautiful and amazing, right? So project managers like you guys, product managers, business analysts, they don't know what is in store for them. In fact, they should be thanking God and jumping because what we've built with PathPal is actually beautiful, right? You get to see product managers, project managers, and business analysts. Let's say you're transitioning or you're an expert or you are also a senior manager and it's in the profession already. There are materials for you. You have mentorship. You have people of like minds. They just hold your mind, your hands rather. like community. So it's beautiful actually, PathPal, and Stanix has been doing amazing so far. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer, for such a detailed response. Okay, so the second question I just have for you is that now that PathPal is launched, what's the next on the roadmap? Like, how do you see this evolving to create more opportunities for aspiring, current product managers, project managers, and even business analysts, or even recruiters who might want to engage with the people on the platform? What's the next on the roadmap?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mariam. The questions again. I'm not sure I heard you correctly.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jennifer? So I think Jennifer is having
I can hear you now,
network
Mariam.
glitches. Okay. So I said, what next after PathPal? Like, what next? What's the next on what's the next plan?
Oh, it is big, very big. I'm not sure recruiters, learners, any person that is thinking to just join the tech role or the tech community newly, we all have something in store for everybody, and it's big. PathPal has this great plan in the near future, right? To what's the word now? In the near future, to like put everybody together. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a community, and it's even going to be beyond community. You seek mentorship, you seek clarity. You cannot be lost when you join this community. You can never be lost. And recruiters as well would also benefit from it, because when you join, or would in time also collaborate with recruiters, right, to link them with professionals that has been verified and tested, right? So it's not like you're just coming and you don't know what you're getting. If you're getting any project manager from PathPal, you should know that this person is tested and trusted to deliver. If you're getting a product manager from PathPal, you will know that this person is tested, trusted, verifiable, and would actually do the work. Same with a business analyst, right? And if you're seeking mentorship, you're seeking guidance, it is just going to be available for everybody. So this is just more than a community, and it's going to
Thank
be
you
big,
very much,
very, very big.
Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Just like you heard her, the next thing upward is, community, a bigger platform, more, additions, because this is just the MVP. More is coming, and we want you to look out for that. The last person on the agenda today, before our coach comes up, would be one of the IT project managers that worked on this. That is Monsurat Ajayi. And we're just going to be getting our insights on a few things before we move on. Hi, Monsurat, how are you doing?
Hi, Miriam. I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. Can you hear me, Monsurat?
Can you hear me, Miriam?
Oh, yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, I can. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to ask, in just 30 seconds, can you tell us how you would convince a recruiter or a founder hiring a Stanix graduate? Or should I say, how would you convince a recruiter or a founder that hiring a Stanix graduate is a smart move?
All right. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Monsurat Ajayi. So here is what I would say. So hiring a Stanix graduate means you are not onboarding someone who only has already worked on real world projects, solved problem in teams, and delivered results under deadlines. We are in Stanix. We are trained to adapt fast, communicate effectively, and use industry standard tools from day one. So we are work ready, we are globally competitive, and prepared. We are prepared to add value to your business immediately. So I would say hiring a Stanix graduate means you are hiring someone that would add value to your work, basically, to your organization.
Thank you very much, Montserrat. Because we don't have much time, I'll just, take it from here. But thank you so much for coming up. Like she said, global ready candidates. That is what you get when you hire IT project managers from the Stanix community. All right, now we have come to the end of our session. And I just want to appreciate every single person that has been here from the beginning down here. You've been watching, you've stayed tuned. This is just the beginning. I remember that we cannot wait to grow with you. Your dream career does not have to remain a dream, right? With PathPal, with Stanix, you have clarity, you have guidance, you have community to make your career journey a real deal. Please take advantage of it. So I'm just going to be bringing up our coach, Temidayo Adeoye, to just round it up from here.
Hey, Miriam, can you hear me?
Hi, coach. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. I don't even know what to say. I just kept on watching and I was just smiling. I was smiling. See, I even took my glasses off that. Please, I want to see clearly what's happening here, right? Congratulations to every one of you, right? It's just a beautiful journey. I look back at my career, I look back at my life in general, and I'm just grateful, right? I'm grateful. Project management changed my life. If you listen to me a lot or you read a lot of my posts on LinkedIn, you know that I do say it a lot, right? Project management changed my life. It changed everything for me, right? Because I most likely did not even know I'm going to be here. I don't know that, the career part holds a lot of weight, right? It's not just that career that is restricted to a location. It's that career that any part of the world, you want to travel out of the country. If I want to travel today and I say, you know what, I want to move to Canada, I want to move to the US, I cannot fret because I know that I have something in me that is internationally recognized everywhere, right? It's an eye-paying skill. It's not just eye-paying, it's something that is fulfilling for me, right? There's just that flair to manage things. There's that flair to keep things organized. There's that flair to work in the tech industry. There's that flair to see you build something and bring it to life, right? And that is so excellent. That's so beautiful, right? To every single person that worked on PathPal, to every course that is waiting for them to build their own product as well. I can see my DM. When are we building ours as well? Don't worry. Right? Congratulations to every single one of you, to those guys that have landed opportunities, to those ones that are already in the interview pool, to every single person, right? I wish you guys a huge success. It's been 3 months, 12 weeks of serious grinding, of you showing up consistently, working. The hard work is there. I cannot even lie. There is hard work. I think everybody that comes on board, I do say this a lot. If you're not ready to do the work, don't. It is not fact. Oh, maybe it's just going to be easy peasy. It's not easy peasy. You have to do the work. You have to do the work, because if you don't do the work, there's no way you will get the result. For you to see every single person that is here, it means that they did the work. There was that late night. There was a time Miriam entered my DM. She said, "Tammy, recommend all the project management book that you know." I say, what suddenly happened? Where is this ginger coming from? Right? There was that hard work, there was that labor. And one thing is, project management would always prove it for you. It's an high income skill. I tell people, right? If you know project management, like if you understand the industry, if you understand it like the back of your hand, there is no limitations to your earning. That's the beautiful thing, right? You can work as a project consultant and you're just making a lot of money. You can decide how much you want to earn as a project manager. Such a beautiful career. All right. So to everybody, as I'll say once again, congratulations. I wish you guys all the success of this world, right? Go and shine, go and thrive. I don't expect you to be looking for. We have already spoken about these things in the internal house. Okay. And to every single person that wants to be a part of this in the next few months, it could be you. 2025 is already running, like it's already closing down. Stop. I say this a lot. If you are still Googling how to learn project management role, or where should I start project management, I'm not even going to say, I'm not going to say anything to you again, right? join the next cohort. For every single person that is on this call that heard me say this, if you come and say something else later, I did not know you, hands up, right? You're going to be benefiting a 5% discount, right? There's going to be a code that will be given to you such that when you're paying on the website, you can have that access, right? It's for a short period of time, very, very limited window. It will be communicated to those that are on the WhatsApp group, those that we have their emails that registered for this event strictly, right? You would have a 5%, and it's going to be giving, just going to be live for those that are live at this event, right? For a short period of time. If you want to take part of it, right, you can jump on that opportunity, seal your spots, right? The next graduation we are having, you are the person on the screen telling people, sharing your testimony of how you've landed opportunities, sharing opportunities of how you now understand the whole essence of project management itself. One last thing I would say, I think somebody has already said it's like, and I was like, I could resonate seriously because that's what a lot of people do say. When you say, oh, there's just that overwhelm of knowledge. Everybody, if you go on YouTube and you're looking for how to learn project management role, you'll see a lot of information. Okay, which one should I concentrate on? Which one should I do? That is what Stanix is taking away from you, like taking away for you rather, right? You're seeing that clarity. You're in a structured space where you are guided. There's guided learning, guided structure. All right, to every one of you, I love you all. I think you guys can come back on stage. Let's take a virtual picture if it's possible, right? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a virtual picture. So if you're online, just come back. Whoever is taking this picture for us, should please take it for us. If you're a passerby, wish us well in the comment section. Say something lovely. Say something nice. Oh my goodness, see your beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Let's unmute and say something. Oh, guys, say something. Say something. Why is the chart dry?
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for watching to this point. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, classmates. So amazing to finish this with you guys. We started and ended together, and I'm so excited.
Thank you. Thank you, Miriam, for being our host.
Thank you all.
I'm
It's
so
nice building
glad.
PathPal with you all.
I'm glad that I served you all. Thank you, Temi, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you,
Temi, it
Stanix.
was you. It was you, Temi. You are
Thank
the
you for the
mastermind.
opportunity.
Buzz for our coach Temi. High five, high five, high five.
You don't crack me up. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.